Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my review, spoiler free, for Encanto, the new Disney movie that recently came out. I just saw Encanto the other day with my friend, and I loved it. I was very excited for this film based off the trailers and everything I was seeing, um, and I very much was hoping that it would be up there with my favorite Disney films. And it very much is. Like, I really loved it. Um, Now, I'm not going to talk about like too many spoilers or anything in this review. I'm going to try to keep it as spoiler free as possible while still going over the basic gist of it. I'll like mention the basic synopsis. I'll mention some basic character information that you can see in the trailers, basically, and that's like nothing that is like really surprising. I won't reveal any like big spoilers or anything, any big story moments or whatnot. So yeah, I definitely think this is something you should go see. It's really good. But that being said, so Encanto is the story of the Madrigal family, a large multi generational family in Colombia who live in a magical casita, a house that is basically its own living being. It even has a personality to it. Um, they live there, and when they come of age, they're given these magical gifts. These gifts allow them to have things like super strength or the ability to create plant life, or so on and so forth. And each person has their own gift. Um, they end up creating this community in the area where their house is, and they use their gifts to help others. Like, that is their main purpose for using their gifts, to help others, which is a great thing to see here. That they're not trying to use it for their own selfish reasons or trying to hide them away. They're openly using their powers for the sake of community, and I love that. Um, and so one day something starts happening, and the house and the magic is in danger, and so the main character has to kind of fix things. Her name is Mirabelle, and she's not your typical female Disney protagonist. She's a little bit on the heavier side comparatively. She's not like this hourglass figure and whatnot. She has some size to her. She also is she's a little quirky and nerdy, which isn't too unusual. But like, she's, I think, the only major Disney protagonist that wears glasses. And she has like larger features that again aren't super common for Disney protagonists. And she's still very pretty. She's still very pretty, but she's not like, again, she's not like an hourglass perfect figure type of character. Um, so she has to try and fix things. And now this movie, like a lot of Disney movies, I'd even go as far to say most Disney animated films, it is a musical. There's a lot of great music in it. The music was done by Lin Manuel Miranda, who also did the music for Moana, and is most known for his plays In the Heights and Hamilton. Um, he does a phenomenal job. Like, this is, I would say, honestly, his best music since Hamilton. It far surpasses In the Heights for me in terms of music, and definitely surpasses Moana. Um, and there's nothing against any of his music. It's like it's all good, but some of it just better than others, you know? The music was really great in this. There's this one song in this that I really love, and it's not the song that seems to be the big popular one with everybody. Um, I won't like go into the details, but it's called Surface Pressure, and it's really damn good. The characters in this are great as well. Mirabelle is a really, really likable protagonist. Again, she's quirky and weird, but in a very endearing way. And you just kind of get behind her and her struggles and her ideals and whatnot throughout the film. Um, there's also these other members of the Madrigal family who are just amazing. There's this one character named Luisa who is my favorite in the film. She's really attractive to me. I will I'll put it at that. But even beyond that, I adore her character and what she's going through, and her her she just feels real to me. She feels genuine and real and believable and so lovable. But she's also really hot. And I won't argue that that is part of why I love her as much as I do. But she's also just, again, in terms of her character, just characterization and everything, she's my favorite in the movie by far. There's another character named Isabella, who's who has a really interesting character arc in this that I actually don't know if I've actually seen before. I'm not going to go into details, but she has again, it's just a really unique thing that I don't know if I've ever seen done. And if I have, it definitely wasn't as impactfully done as this one. And the family is kind of run by the abuela of the family, the grandmother, and she also is a very, very well-rounded character. All of the characters really are. Um, I like the art and animation. Obviously, every time Disney puts out a new movie, the art and animation is always a step up. It always gets better. But the visuals in this are just outright beautiful. There's some gorgeous scenery. There's some absolutely stunningly beautiful colors. And it's just like, it's just very pretty to look at. The voice acting is fantastic. I don't know all the voice actors in this. The voice of Mirabelle, the main character, she was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I know that because my sister uh, made me aware of that. I've never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so. But her character was Rosa Diaz, I think was the name. I can't remember the actor's name at this moment, but yeah. Um, and there's some other names I do know in this. Like, there's John Leguizamo, who's been in some great movies like Chef, and also some not great movies like the Super Mario Bros. Movie. But John Leguizamo, oh, he was also in The Happening with Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, he was in that too. And although that movie is ridiculous as hell, I still kind of enjoy the shit out of it. And I actually like John Leguizamo's character in that. But he was great in Chef. He's in this. Wilmer Valderrama is in this. That's fun. I remember him from his old MTV show, Yo Mama. The old days were fucking weird. Let's be honest. Um, but you also see just a lot of other great actors who I don't know who do a fantastic job. Um, and it's just really cool in that regard. And I kind of want to check out some more of them because of it. Um, the pacing and the story are really great. Like it never feels like any scene outstays its welcome. It never feels like anything's going too fast either. It feels perfectly balanced in that regard. And the actual story and how it's handled, how it's executed and everything, I really like because it's very different from your classic Disney fare. Like if you go into this expecting just another Disney movie, you're going to be surprised because it's not. It definitely changes things up, and I think in a very refreshing way. Um, And I just really, really came out of this film surprised and very, very happy about it. It just, it did everything right. And I, I'm very excited about this one. Like, I've been posting about my favorite character from it, Louisa, on Twitter a lot in the past couple days since seeing the film. Um, so it's like I really do enjoy this one. This is a good Disney film, and I'd even say an amazing Disney film that really just does everything it needs to and does it all to the best of its ability. So tell me in the comments below if you've seen um God, why is my mind blanking? If you've seen Encanto, tell me, what did you think of it? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Did you find any issues with it? Let me know. And if you haven't seen it, do you plan to see it? I definitely think you should. It's an amazing film, and I would suggest everyone sees it if they can. But for the meantime, thank you all so much for tuning in. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.